Play 2 games. You gotta understand, just playing will improve you as well. You gotta really work on the mental side of stuff. Play 2-on-2, blah 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 blah. Okay, everybody's yapping. Okay. All right, bro. How are you doing? You here? Hello. Hello.
Oh, my bad.
Yo, what's up, bro? How are you? It's been a while.
My bad. You,
Yo, sorry. So what happened was, okay, wait. Let me see if I have the VOD. I was having some problems with the VODs, and I think it got deleted. Let me just double check. So I didn't upload it, but
yeah, because I tried sending it because I was telling my friends about how I was getting this coaching
actually,
because
you're
they also
lucky.
on
You're lucky.
console
You're
a lot.
lucky. You're lucky. You know why you're lucky?
Okay.
Because the VOD got deleted, right? But I highlighted
Mhm.
that day because I knew I wanted to upload it later, so I still have it. So you're lucky I have it. Let me just send it to you.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was telling my friends that I was getting this coaching stuff because they were also on console. They're like,
Right, right.
what's it called? I wouldn't say like you like straight up inspired me, but I definitely like what's it called? Like took some of the things that you were doing and like
Yep.
started to tell like to them because what's it called? I personally, don't what's it called? Don't want to be like a coach for, like a lot of people, but like my
Right.
friends who are like in silver gold, what's it
Right,
called?
right.
They want to help. They want to tips. So I just
Yep, yep.
kind of like regurgitated the same
You
things he
just
said.
shared the knowledge, that's all. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And what's it called? I'm like basically play with them regularly because one of them is basically like I wouldn't say a mini me, but he also plays like Neon a lot. So any like tips that
Right,
I
right.
find, anything that I do, or like since I'm like a higher rank, I just tell him, hey, you should try this doing this because
Right,
a
right.
lot of times like I what's it called because he what's it called like a lot of times I give you an example. He would like jump peek, but he's Neon. He doesn't have to follow his nice. Doesn't need to do all that. He just what's it called just turn on his sprint and just immediately just do that.
Right,
I
right.
keep telling him to do that.
Yep, yep.
He'd be like, dang, what's it called? I didn't know he was there. Just like just jump peek it.
Mhm.
Why not?
Right, and
But yeah.
that in itself will actually help you get better. Not coaching, but you being able to look at a lower level player and be like, "Oh, yeah, you got to do it like this. Do this. This is better, right?" Because you know better than him. Just how and I'm not saying I'm a better person than you, but I know better than you in terms of Valorant too, right? In terms of skill. So it's kind of how like I share my knowledge to you, then you share your knowledge to them, and you can kind of like you kind of gain that experience as well, right? So that in itself will actually help you get better as well. But I'm glad that some of the information I've told you is able to be shareable, right? Um, so that's that. Anything else you want to talk about?
Um, I think I might have found a way to
To
like
play?
actually share my screen
Okay.
through Discord.
All right.
I want to just try it real quick
Sure. You have a
because
VOD today or no?
I do have a VOD
Okay.
just in case.
Okay, so we'll do
But
that
I do
if it doesn't work.
yeah, 'cause I think this might work here.
So
Let me see.
before we start, just refresh me. I kind of remember, but it's been a while. It's been like a month, so almost a month. But what's your current rank right now?
I'm still diamond. Actually, I think before I was diamond 2, correct?
Yeah, I think or like diamond 1 or 2. Yep.
Yeah, I hit Diamond 3. I was like 2 games off of Ascendant, but
Ooh.
what's it called? It's been rough because I'm not gonna lie. I think the games that like I wouldn't say I was getting more or less carried, but I definitely was like I was I wasn't the main reason why we were winning.
Right, right. There's other factors like teammates are better, right? Other
Yeah, like my
carries.
teammates were better. Like the enemy, like
The score is more
if
evened out. It's not one guy dropping 30, 20, right? Everybody's like
yeah, it's
10,
like a lot more
10-9,
just
13,
yeah.
9. Everybody's like 11-9, and that comes with the territory of increasing in skill level because everybody plays identical or similar skill level. Everybody's going to shoot well, think well, get ahead well. So that will naturally come as in the scores. There won't be one guy impacting the whole game. Everybody will be impacting the game in some shape or form, and that's what makes Valorant hard because nowadays because it's very team reliant. It's really important that everybody's playing together at the higher levels. So that's that.
Okay.
Okay, you're on your TV right now. Oh
No,
fuck,
I'm on my phone.
this is gonna be.
Okay, give me a second.
Okay, this is not bad.
Okay, you
Okay,
see it?
yeah.
You
This
see
is
it?
good. This is good. This is good. Okay, I feel.
Okay, as long as let me make sure my phone's like charged and whatnot, because I don't want to die mid
Yeah,
life.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so I just found this out because before I was gonna do some giant mess. Like I was gonna get my laptop and
Yeah.
like stream to my laptop and let my laptop do it, but I can. I guess I'm doing it through my phone. 'Cause I really just thought about it, like literally
Right,
like
right.
5 minutes ago.
So your current rank's Diamond
But
3, right? And
uh,
yep, it is. And then peak rank, we'll just put it a Diamond 3 as well.
yeah.
And the region is NA console. So, all right.
hmm
Okay, overall, how were how were some of the stuff we talked about though? Has it helped?
Um, since then, like for the last past week, I've been playing a lot more like Valorant.
Okay.
So I would say I wouldn't say I like lost it, but I definitely haven't like retained it as much if
Right,
I was
right.
playing like after
Yep, yeah.
I
After a
did it.
session, obviously, yep. Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
And so,
during so yeah after that I wasn't playing as much.
mhm.
Valorant was because literally around that time I just wasn't playing as much. I was kind of just just chilling, just not really
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
a break from Valorant, just really just playing
Fully
other
understand
games.
that. Fully understand that. But
But yeah.
one thing I'll say off that note is that it's really important that you attain that information though, as in apply it and like integrate it into yourself. Like keep it with you, right? Because like you said, it's easy to lose it. It'll just kind of go
Mm.
away. You'll kind of just you may not forget about it, but you'll not use it anymore. It'll be in the back burner, right? So that's that. Did you see that link I sent you? As soon as I saw that link, I sent it to you because it reminded me of you. The link of them opening up a pro league. Did you see that for console?
Yes, yeah, I seen that.
Bro, this is your
Look, yeah,
opportunity, my friend. Start
look,
grinding. They're starting a pro league for
yeah,
console.
I definitely take into account. It's just like I need like just need a team out. What's it called? My little people that I play with, it's like they're not really like consistent. Like I think like one of them like really plays the game, but besides that, not really.
Right, right. But again, let's go back to what you wanted, right? Your goals. You said you would love to compete, maybe if it was on the table, right? You want
hmm
to be radiant. So you should be feeling like me. I'm feeling that burning desire from myself, and I'm not the console player. You should be feeling like, holy fuck, this is my opportunity. This is my chance to make something happen. Because, I'm not saying you're fully in the position too, but you do have a good chance, right? There's not a lot of console players, and you're already in the top 2% of Valorant in console, I'm sure. Being Ascendant is very high elo, I'm sure, in console. So, let alone it's a high in PC. It's probably really high in console because the population's low, right? So, and I told you this before. I'm pretty sure I did, and I said, you're above your elo. I think you can be to where your goal is. You can be radiant. You can be an immortal player,
hmm
but you gotta really tap in now. Okay, that means not forgetting about the game, not getting washed. You gotta tap. You gotta start looking for teammates now. And I'm not saying pursue this dream with your teammates. You can, but I'll be really honest. Okay, you won't succeed because they're too low of a level. You need people around your level or higher. Okay, so some tips of advice I can give you if you want to go through that path of trying to make it to this console league and being radiant and whatnot is you got to start networking now. Start getting on Reddit, looking for console players, or add people in your ranked games, stuff like that. Network, because you'll be surprised how many people will want that same goal. And we'll break it down further. Is that something you want? Truly, truly, you got to be honest with me, and I'm not here to judge. Honestly, do you want to be
like
pro?
what's called
Do you want to be in that league?
uh
That link I said. You got to be honest. You got to
what's
be a
called
hundred on.
it'd be nice to try out, not something I would like straight up pursue.
But
That's why my rank my main thing is to say like rank one,
yeah,
just
but
because
but but you
it's
have to
something that I
understand.
can get.
Yeah, but you have to understand.
Mhm.
You don't have to be ranked. Well, okay, okay. Let's talk about this now. Then, do you want to be a pro? Yes or no? It's a yes or no question. Not if it's on the table.
Uh,
I don't want to hear that. It's do you want to pursue it? Yes or no?
Not really.
Okay, so then we'll throw it out. You don't want to be pro. Different story. You just want to be rank one radiant, right? Okay, different story.
Yeah.
We don't even need to think about that link I sent you then. I honestly thought that you were wanting to as well, so that's why I sent it to you because I was like, oh fuck. Once I saw this link, I was like, sheesh, this guy's gonna have an opportunity to compete in console, right? But
I mean, just
uh,
something I do want to try. It's not like
no,
I just
but you gotta
because
make that decision now. You can't say I wanna try. You gotta know now. That's the difference of mindset that you need to have. You can't feel like it's on the table down in the future. You gotta feel like it's on the table now. As in, why? Okay, and try to identify why do you think we gotta make that decision now?
let's go. You got to like prepare as soon as
Right,
possible.
you gotta put in the work. The sooner you can make that decision, the sooner we can start taking action. And that's why I asked you this question just now. I said, be 100% honest with me. Do you want to be pro? And you said no. Right, and I'll ask you again. Be honest. Like, really, take your time. It's no rush, and obviously you can change this too. But why I'm trying to ask you this question is so that you make a decision. Okay, now I'm not making it for you. It's you make it, and then now we can decide off that decision what is our course of action. Right? Does that make sense? So I'll ask you,
Yeah,
do you want to be a pro?
no.
Okay, so then we can throw that out in the trash bin. Don't even think about pro league. Think about getting on a team, whatever. All you have to think about is getting to Radiant. That's just a goal you want, and then you can be happy if you just get wiped off the planet of the Earth, right? If you're Radiant, or do you need Radiant number one?
Um, it's more or less the fact I want to go as high as humanly possible, and so rank
Okay,
one would be is like the goal. But
okay,
like hitting ratings is already going to be an achievement in of
right, right,
itself.
right,
But
right, right,
I'm just like I just want to see how far I can like humanly go.
right, right. But it's one thing to be like, I want to see how far, versus I know how far I need to go. You see the difference there? You're kind of in the
Hmm.
mindset where it's like, and I'm not bashing you right now. I'm trying to open your mind up to look at it differently. You're kind of going like, I want to see where I'll go. But those that are successful will say, this is where I need to go. You get what I'm trying to say? You're kind of like an open book right now. You don't know. You're lukewarm. You're indecisive currently. But those that really, really will succeed will be like, I'm going to go pro. This is where I need to go. I need to go here. Instead of, oh, I'll see how far I can get to. Because you're not going to get there. And this is what we touched on this, I think. But I've touched on this a lot in my VODs, which is you got to shoot for the stars and land on the moon. And then you're like a radiant number one, but you're like, I want to just see. You got to change that mentality. It's got to be, I got to be there. This is where I want to and need to be instead of, I want to see how far I can go. It's a little bit of a mental shift because once you do that, and this is a simple psychology trick, once you start tricking your mind into being like, I need, must, gotta be there, this is where I'm gonna go, in terms of your language, your brain will automatically, subconsciously trick you into taking action there. That's what a lot of people don't understand. The mind is very powerful. If you just say, oh, I don't know, let's see, let's feel it out, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna see it, and the end result's not very good there. So, gotta really, really tap in on this goal. Okay,
Hmm.
so again, we'll just kind of reiterate, your goal is to be radiant number one. Great, love it. It's a very detailed,
Yep.
specific goal. Don't want to, being a pro is whatever. We'll throw it in the trash bin for now. Whatever, if you decide that later on, that's on you. But for now, we don't have to focus on that. But in itself, you understand, with most people, most games, being number one comes with being pro. You understand that though, right? Like, people will
Hmm.
come to you and be like, yo, come on my team. I need you. Right? And then what are you gonna say? No, you're most likely gonna say yes, right? So then that's why I mean, make that decision now. If might as well. So, but whatever, you can decide that on your own down the line. Okay, so let's go ahead and queue. Let's get right into it, my friend. I think that was a little bit of a good talk too. Just kind of realign really what you want, stuff like that. It's really important. People don't think it's important, but it really is.
Let me see if this works because I'm gonna like put on my headset over my like earpods.
Yep,
So
yep.
hopefully I can. I might just have one
Yeah, I think you just put
headphone in there.
one earphone for me, and then just put your headset on for both audio.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk. What are you having any problems? Anything you want to talk about in terms of your game recently or before? Anything?
Give me. You have to repeat. Just say the question again. I
Yeah,
think
yeah. I just said
my phone went out.
yeah, you're good. You're good. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I just said did you want to talk about any like concerns, things you're having problem with, anything you're of interest or anything you in terms of your game or stuff like that you want to talk about?
Just like what's it called? Because at least like okay, for my like ideas, at least well, okay. Let me first give you the reason why I'm finna saying what I'm finna say. Because one of my friends was like, "So, oh yeah, you utility usage is like really good." It's just like, yeah, I
Wait,
really thought about listen.
your
I
mic's a
I
little
want
bit
to try to like
far. I can't. It's hard for me to hear you. Put the mic a little bit closer.
yeah, it might be okay. Is it? I think it might be this one. Is this one? Can you hear me like better for this one?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, okay. So this one has like the mic. Oh, give me 1 second.
Yeah, yeah. Take your
Oh,
time. Console players are insane sometimes. Yep.
just a wee
Wait,
bit
I actually
scuffed.
haven't
Just a
seen
wee bit
console.
scuffed.
Yep. This is my second time coaching console. So, bro, what is that vignette? Is this
All right,
guy
starting
on
off
Demon
bad.
Hunters?
I like
Probably.
this map. All right, can you hear
It's
me?
console. So, yeah, I can hear you.
Is it better?
Yep. A little bit.
Okay. Um. So yeah, the dang, I forgot. What was the question? One more time. I
Just so
forgot.
you know, any concern, anything you want to talk about in terms of your game or
Oh yeah, yeah,
Valorant,
yeah.
just anything, concerns, things you're
Yes, because
struggling
my
with.
yeah, because one of my friends like, yeah, utility use is like really, really good. I'm like, and then after hearing, I'm like, dang, I like that's like the one set that like I really didn't even think about because after that I started thinking like, so what is like my like what's the best things like I could like that's in my arsenal? Because
Mm-hmm.
I think my aim like compared to like other like console people, at least around this rank,
Yeah, it's
is a
pretty
bit
good.
lower.
Oh, you think it's lower?
Is it like yeah, I
Interesting.
think it's like a bit lower compared to other things. But I do think like my my how I rank it, like my spatial awareness, like I know what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
and like my utility usage and my actual like aim. I think that's how I like will rank it.
Right, right. I'll take a look today. And that's usually why I do a lot of live sessions is to truly see, right? Because, if you show me a VOD of you dropping 30 like that last VOD, yeah, you played really well, but do I really know how you play on the regular? Probably not, right?
Yeah, like
So,
yeah,
yeah,
like after sending that one plus I'm like I'm glad I'm like that's one of my like I'm gonna say my best moments, but it's definitely like a one of the
solid,
moments where I like some. Mm,
like a solid game
I
from you.
wanted like yeah, it's like one of my more solid games. I'm like I
Right, right,
wanted like I don't want to send a game where I'm like absolutely like
right. And that,
doing absolutely nothing, but
yeah,
like I
yeah,
want like the key game I really want to like show is like a game where I'm doing like pretty decent, like or we're
right,
like really good, but I'm still losing.
right, right, right. Yep, I
Where
can
I'm like think
understand
I'm
that.
like
I
on
can
the top of
understand.
my game,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
still I just like don't. I'm
It's
still
not
not
like
getting like getting to that final
perfect, but
decision.
there's like some problems where you can work on. So yeah, I can
Yeah,
understand. But that's the problem a lot of times is students, not me with me, because I don't really do VOD reviews. I'll be honest. Almost all my
yeah,
sessions have been live. But what happens with other coaches is students just show their best game. How is the coach really supposed to help you? And that you're showing him the perfect version of you, right? It's like he's got to see weaknesses, and that's kind of why I always did lives because I can truly see how a person plays. You know, because they're not playing perfectly. So to some degree. I don't think your game audio's on.
it's not.
Yo, chat, this is so funny. He's actually a really good player. His last session we went through a VOD, and he played really well. For a console player, he shocked me. I was like, yo, bro, like if you keep the PC, you'd be a good player too. I told him that. I like that. Yeah, I just
It wasn't
can't.
a shame. It would have been a lot better, but
I just
yeah.
can't hear your
I don't know
audio.
how I can fix it.
Are you doing this through an app?
Yeah, I'm doing it through the PlayStation app.
Hmm.
Did you
Interesting.
get it better or no?
No, I just can't hear any game audio. I can hear you well. I just can't hear the game at all. So it's fine. I'm
Uh,
sure it's not that big of a deal. I would like to hear, but oh wait, what? That's a remake.
one of them was AFK. there's definitely some things that need to work out to figure out exactly how to get this working as best as possible.
Yep, yep.
As soon as they release it, so I can just straight up share screen to
I
the
mean, do you want to just review the VOD instead today? Because then we can have some sound.
um
It's up to you. It's fully up to you. I don't really care.
I like I don't
Bye,
know, like
May.
the
Have
VOD I
fun. Good
have
luck.
is just not it's just not why like because we didn't win like about we won by like a decent like
Go
what
and grab it.
where's like the scoreboard. I think it's like around here. Is it this one? Yeah, this one. It's like we won by a huge margin. I didn't really do much, but at the same time, fucking, I just didn't. It just didn't satisfy me. That I wanted like I didn't do much, and I
Right, right,
didn't
right.
like. It's just nothing to really like review.
Gotcha, gotcha.
That's why I
Yeah,
just
yeah, that's fine. Then I can watch you play. It's gonna be a little bit hard because there's no audio, but I'm gonna try my best
yeah.
to tell you what I
Usually, I'm
see.
usually on top of like audio and
Yeah,
whatnot. So
yeah,
like,
yeah. No, it's just
unless
I would like
so
to hear the audio too, so I can confirm
yeah. I
like
understand.
my awareness as well, and like really know what's going on in the game. Cause me, I'm a
Uh,
type of player that needs like
mhm.
high. I need to hear everything. I'm a high attention to detail type
I can
player.
maybe I can maybe go to Discord see what's happening real quick. But I don't think I don't know about. Let's see.
Output?
Maybe.
No, no, no. Mobile
I
coaching
don't know.
win. Lol, bro. When is that game coming out? Mobile Valorant. It's just so stupid.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You can hear the game sounds though, right?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
completely fine.
Man, the skill disparity is kind of crazy in
Yeah,
console
like the
rank,
last game was like two
bro.
immortals.
Yeah,
I was like still in diamond.
yeah. There's like immortals and plat. Like, bro, like you don't see that really in PC because there's so many people. So everybody's around the same elo. Like, yeah, you see diamonds with ascendants, but you don't really see plats with immortals.
That's like it's like the
Did I sleep last night? I think I slept at
to
like
like
5 a.m.
I guess even it out is like one thing I just hate. They're like be like a team of like diamonds and immortals. I mean and ascendants, but there would be like a plat and an immortal to try like oh this guy's really bad, but this guy's really good, and so like the average will be the same as like the diamonds and ascendants, but
Right.
like there's a immortal player on the enemy team, so
Fully understand that. Be like that sometimes. Holy shit! I posted a short last night. Guess how many views it got?
how much?
Take a guess. That's what I'm asking. I'm asking.
Oh, like maybe
I'll,
like
I'll, I'll I'll
one
help
two
you out.
k.
My average is 1 to 2K. Well, how many do you think I get? I got
13?
7K. That's a lot
Oh
for me.
well,
I don't think I go above 2K views. Pretty crazy. Not sure.
yeah,
So,
that was a.
so this round,
Yeah,
so how this session will go is we'll talk in between rounds. Okay. So this round, I think you could have taken the space a bit quicker. You know how like it took a little while for you to get there. You should probably just ran down B main. I think is fine. Because
okay.
think about it this way: you flanked, right? You committed to taking space, and then what did you do?
I just went back.
Yeah, you came back mid, so it's kind of counterproductive. If you're gonna do that, you might as well just rotate through site and not flank. But if you're gonna flank, you might as well just commit and just give it a shot, because you're gonna die anyways, like that.
Yep.
Nice. Don't think they're.
Oh,
Oh, wow, that was a nice shot
I
from
heard
the
the
Reyna.
device thing
Yeah, yeah.
pop off.
The
So
wall, yeah.
no,
And
not the wall. The her flash. I mean
oh
flash.
my god, the scale whiffs so hard on console. I think you could have been a little bit more patient there in Link, right? Be Link where you died, because
Yeah.
you know, it was
I don't know,
four
like I said, I heard
four.
the advice, like the
Yeah.
device down to when the flash hit somebody. So
Mm-hmm.
I went with the swing out and
Yep. Yep.
hit the person that was on the other side
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
wall, not the actual random
I
behind me.
fully
That was it.
understand that. I think it was fine, but I think you could have waited um a little bit longer. Or if you're gonna make that play like you did, you gotta kill the Reyna. You just gotta kill her.
Yeah,
Because you kind of got stuck. Like, not like physically in the game got stuck on a wall or something, but mentally you were like, you didn't know if you wanted to slide out. It looked like kind of a slight hesitation there in fighting. Milliseconds. What is this guy doing? This guy's AFK.
he's AFK, bro. He's
It's a
really just
remake.
reconnected.
Every game is a bro.
No,
Oh,
that was
it's not
good.
a. That's not a remake. Oh, I thought it was a remake.
That's fine. There's I don't know. He doesn't sound like he. I think he just lagged out.
Honestly, I think he was just AFK because it was a eco round. This probably explains it. Aim assist is only active at enemies in your peer. I honestly I don't even know how aim assist works. Damn, that's early. Yeah, that was really early for me. Valorant should have controller capability on PCs. No, no, no. That would be a disaster, bro. Tolka. No, bro. That would be a disaster, bro. That would be a disaster. There's a disadvantage to that. They want to keep it the same playing level field. Zim is a thing and they know about it. What is Zim? Long. Nice. I like how you played that. Very patient because you had a Bucky, right? You're not gonna swing long.
Yeah, yeah.
That was good. I liked how you played it.
And I saw the Omen pop up to me, batsman swinging, so I cannot kill him, but team's
Yep.
got it.
So what can we kind of take away as a whole enemy as a whole? What is their style a little bit? I know it's only 3 rounds in. We'll keep tracking this as we play.
Yeah.
Just generalize if you can, or be specific. It doesn't matter.
Uh, just likes to push B.
They're kind of running it down a little bit. No, like 3 rounds in a row, they kind of just ran it
I,
down
I
on
mean,
B. They do
I was
like
gonna
B.
say yeah, but they they keep stopping right before they go into sight.
Right, right, right. They're not fully running it down, but they're kind of always committing to where they want to go. Like they just went B 3 rounds in a row. No.
Yep.
Yeah, they're just going B again. They're not out yet. Oof. Nice try.
Yeah.
So they went B 4 times in a row, right?
Hmm.
Are they? And I'm kind of trying to help you understand. So are they kind of like together 5 or 2 or 4? How many?
I basically went through. I haven't heard anything from
Yeah,
mid from any
they
time. So
they lurked at
same
one
with just 5
time.
man every single time.
Yeah, the Clove literally
But
lurked
yeah,
at
yeah,
one time,
Clove.
and you shit on him with the pistol when he had a stinger. Okay, so what I like you to do is take space, right? Because you're gonna take
Yeah.
space fast, and you'll also get behind them quick when you break trips, stuff like that. So I'd like you to take space or start on B. Okay. It might though. Let's say controller skill ceiling gonna keep
Fine,
getting
bro.
better
Arguing.
as it's
Dang.
new.
I'm only gonna hear the audio right now.
This should never be happening. Wait, what are you guys talking about right now? Lets you use mouse, but the game thinks it's a controller. Lets you use mouse, but the game. What the fuck, bro? This guy's opping on console and he's hitting the shot. There's one coming mid, by the way. Link.
Yep.
Bro, get it. Aisu! Nice. Very, very nice round. Bro, I'm gonna be honest, your op is pretty nice for a controller. Okay? I was even making a joke to the chat. I was like, bro, he's offing on controller. Pretty funny, but that was really nice, bro. Okay? I think if you op really well, gotta do it more often. Okay?
Yeah, what's called what I did like I want to like open up my like skills because like the only do it I can really play is like
Neon,
Neon and like
play Jet.
Guru.
You gotta play Jet more.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to play Jet, but like the actual executes like get out in the sights is that's really what's to me
I guess it's hard to dash stuff and stuff like that with controller.
yeah.
Like
I feel like a lot of people when they're actually like on Jet is
the struggle.
yeah like they don't struggle but they like play more like a fragger not really an entry.
Ah, like baiting, like waiting around. They won't go in.
That kinda.
Like standing up and fighting instead of like dashing in.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Like they'll get on the site, like they do like the normal, like dash in the smoke. But that besides that, I haven't seen any like
Like
honest
crazy
that you have to
movement, like
really like dash
updraft,
up on the
dash.
gen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get what you mean.
Yeah,
I get what you mean. No crazy jet movement, which is understandable. Like you guys are on controller, it's gonna be really fucking hard. It's not like keyboard and mouse. So yeah. I think they have to end A here.
yeah. But
Yo, his movement is actually nice. That's on site. Or art, sorry. Probably gonna go main. Oh! Okay. Yo. Okay. Yo, the movement there
feeling it.
against
I
the
ain't gonna
jet
lie,
was
feeling it.
nice, bro. You're feeling it, alright. You're looking like you're playing on keyboard and mouse, my friend. Oh my god, that jet is just tilted. What the fuck? Yo, how did he not kill you? The movement was too crazy. That was a nice round. Really good clutch, bro. Okay. I just kind of take in what I said earlier, though. I think you can get away with taking space more often. I'm not saying run it down behind them immediately, but take space, control mid, and then be ahead of their rotation, right? Lock down their own spawn, stuff like that. And let's feed them the info. Main secret. Secret last, to your left. He's behind you, bro. Oh, nice. Good job. So, a couple things this round. Did you tell them they were mid? I don't think you did. I didn't see you open your mic.
Nah,
Yeah, you gotta tell
no,
them they're
no,
mid. Okay? Especially when you had the info. You knew. I didn't hear, but I knew you knew there's multiple mid. That's why you played it like that. Right? So obviously if I can hear I can confirm that, but I couldn't hear, but I knew
no.
you knew there's many mid. Just off your screen POV. I knew you were trying to get a kill mid like that, waiting around because you knew there's multiple people there. Feed them
Yeah,
that info.
I saw the omens. I heard I like 2, 3 footsteps, and that
Right.
was called.
If that's the case, tell
Yeah,
them, guys,
yeah.
2-3 mid. Let's say you don't even be specific, as in you don't know 100%. talking possibilities. Guys, there's like 2 to 4 mid. Feed him that info, okay? Bro, this guy is crazy. You talking to me, Tolka? See what I mean? This guy competes with bro. If he competed with PC, I don't know, bro. I don't know who'd win. Hold on, control is fucking so easy to use. I don't know if they have aim assist, bro. Hopping is basically cheating, as I can see. We're just there. No, are you a student? Who? December? December used to be a student. He's still a student. Okay, so let's talk about that last round real quick prior to this round. So communicate, right? And then also look at the mini map. As you're holding default on A with the op, I looked at the mini map. Cypher's main, and Clova's secret. Secret is to your left. You know how you're in flower? That call out is flower where you're holding. Do you know that?
Yeah.
To the left, that lane
Yeah.
on the left outside lane, is called secret. So he was tucked there. You got to be a little bit more aware there because you're staring
Yeah,
default.
yeah, that's all. I was just being more.
Sure.
I would say I was like losing confidence. I just didn't want to peek since I had like an
Sure,
op. I didn't want like
Right. Just for future reference, just to be a little bit more
Yeah.
aware. That's all. So it looks like they're trying to go B. You gotta send it while I Costa? What the fuck? Honestly, I find console so funny. Both there, call it.
No, yeah, no, they was already called. I still could have called it, but
Yeah.
they were like all three there.
Yeah, I can't hear, so that's what I'm telling you. But if
Yeah,
it's
I
already
understand.
called, then yeah, just don't call it. So a little map knowledge. As an opper on this map, you should be playing B a lot because you can solo
Yeah,
hold B. So you can even tell the Vice, yo, set up mid, Vice. I'll hold B by myself, and you should just anchor.
I think I like the sub here, so I'm
Sure,
not gonna.
but understand this is not efficient. If they put a wall here and you're opping, what's the point? He could have put the wall mid, right? So
Yeah,
you got to move away from him if that's the case. But I would have liked you to solo play B. That's a high level way of playing B on this map. So we can even re-clear mid. You can re-clear mid. Take space.
ran a mid.
That's right.
Yeah.
So what can we take away?
Um.
I'll help you out. Individual enemies. About the individual
Oh,
enemies.
okay.
What can we take away? What happened there, mid? Who's lurking?
Reyna.
Reyna. So Reyna has shown us she's capable of lurking, can be, and is a rat. Okay, so like I told you, I would like you to take space mid. You probably would shit on that Reyna, and then you had all of mid, and then what are they gonna do? They can't come back mid. You're gonna shit on them even more. Right? Take space. Gotta get used to taking space. It's very scary. You might die a lot, but it's a important piece of the game. You go shop. You look shop. Good. Now start walking behind them. And once the wall triggers, right, then you break their trip. There's gonna be a cipher trip here on A main. Okay, like 100%. As soon as they fight, not yet. Don't fight yet. Not yet. Just wait. Be patient and look. Yep, just stay there and look. As they're about to hit the wall, then you break it and start running behind them with your ult. Right? Yep, you can even start walking up. Perfect. Oh my god, I love this play from you. I love it. Okay, thought process was
Yeah, I was
really
waiting for
good.
the main reason
Yeah,
first. I was waiting
the
for the
omen.
omens.
Yeah,
Pretty
I
simple.
know. A
Yeah.
little unlucky. Really good thought process. Okay, that trigger discipline is really hard to come by these days. I don't see it in my students a lot. That was a really good play by you. I think you could have killed three if you instantly
Yeah.
tapped them. Tap, 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 tap. But why
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
took
Yeah.
why the omen had enough time to react, even though he reacted very
Because
slowly.
it took me 8 bullets to kill 2 people
Yeah, it
instead of
took you
two.
eight bullets instead of two. Imagine if you just tap tap.
Yeah.
And I know you're a console, so it's, one tapping is probably really hard. But they have to go B. Oh, they're going A. Never mind. Sorry. Can't hear shit. Wait. Yeah, they plan it on
So
A.
definitely, yeah, y'all need to
They
rotate.
plan it on A. This guy wants a gun so bad. No, I know what he was trying to do this time, right? It's just that the inefficiency got him killed there. Like he had to just go tap tap and he killed Omen, but it went spray spray and then right, but right. Okay, decent round. Even though the result didn't go in our way. Look at the control we had, right? Did we know where they
Hmm.
all were?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, that's what space taking will do. We touched on this prior. You might need a refreshment, but you controlling the one. Remember we talked about the thirds, the rule of thirds. Do you remember that?
Hmm.
If you control mid third, right? That's one third. Where are they? It's A or B, and we know they're not A. So we've already ruled out 2/3. They're all stuck B main, right? Not only do we know where they are, we know what their options are off of that. So that's why it's really important to control space, walking down on defense. Parks are gonna run a 10-man swing? Probably. I think you just shoot the op guy first. No. But the op guy was looking long, and he was tucked. He can't shoot the op guy first. He played it well. He's just the execution was a little bit lacking. My God, I can't see anything. Oh my God, the screen just froze. Too much FPS.
Yeah, because I'm running on 120, and
Right,
I'm
right.
pretty sure the
And you're
screen share from
streaming.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. My like from me going to from screen sharing to PlayStation. This me
Right,
screen
right.
share from PlayStation to Discord.
Yeah, yeah.
It's going through a lot.
Yep. All good. Really good round. So again, let's talk about the old stuff we talked about before too. Is be a leader, right? Direct them, manage them, tell them where they need to go, what they need to do, stuff like that.
Mhm.
Man needs a PS5 Pro. Yeah. So here we gotta start thinking. Okay, 4v5. There's no plan.
Let's go. Let's go, y'all.
Yeah,
There's a
good.
good one being.
Good mid round call. Just tell the KO to come with you. Backside. You have stun. It's gonna be a trip here somewhere. Nice. Tell them I have sight, guys. And then
Side free,
and,
come
and
over
then
here.
and then you stay here or you go art. I would watch art for a KO because it's open, right? Just in case I walk down, kill him. Oh, one's float. Yep. Last one is probably coming through mid or flanking. He could flank too. Yep, I think he's flanking. Oh, never mind. Keep him mid. Good round. Good round. Okay. I helped you out there a little bit. I'm like, you have stun, and then you just running in
Yeah.
and kill the guy, right? You gotta know that a little bit. Identify that quicker. Wait, he's alone
Hey,
backside. Right.
yeah. I was. I'm not gonna lie. What's called. I was thinking about using stun. I was called. I was just. I got a little scared.
Sure.
I didn't know. Like I
That's
heard the
fine.
story. I didn't want to they didn't want to chance the either run to a trip or he's holding the right angle.
Right, right. Obviously, we got to be a little bit vigilant. I'm not saying go as and run down with a knife, right? But
Yeah. I
I
understand.
would like you to just make that identification. I'm gonna go kill this guy. Backside stuck, and I have a stun, AOE stun, and a dash. So
There's just someone in smoke. Yeah, we can just rotate. We can just rotate.
Nice. Okay, that was a good call. Pretty good round. You could have even set up that play, by the way, instead of just mid round making that play. You could have set that up
Yeah.
pre round. Guys, let's start A, end B. I want this guy here, this guy there. We're gonna end B. Walk up when I tell you to. We'll make noise A main. Right? That's kind of how you would set it up. And that's what I'd rather you do than make it a mid round call, because,
Yeah.
you know, it's gonna, people are gonna start wandering off and getting lost and feeding.
Just back up. Just back up. We got there.
So they're gonna be mid. Nice. I'd run B. He's an A player, right? So nice. Very well played, bro. Easy 1v3.
Yep.
Movement is really clean. Your movement's really nice for a console
Yeah.
player.
Everyone.
Like,
Yeah. You. What's it called? If you already had the audio, you would have heard it like stomping around everywhere. That's why I played
right,
exactly how I
the
did.
cipher, right?
Yeah. Cypher.
Yeah, yeah. I had no clue. I was like, I don't know where he's coming from. That was well played.
Yeah.
Even that kill on Jet was huge. That's the biggest kill there. Not even on the kill on the Clove. It's the kill on the Jet. That opens up the whole map. What the fuck? I hope factory resetting my PC will help my FPS and bottleneck. Maybe reformat your computer. Maybe, yeah, might work. Update all your drivers, stuff like that. Nice. It's like factory reset, reformatting. Like you, it's like it's like a reset. I guess that's what you mean, factory reset, but it's called reformatting.
You can go B. Besides
Yeah, the sky is very
legendary, so I'm
crazy.
just like format.
Oh my god. Really good round. The entry was really nice. Okay, you did that cipher dirty. That guy is crying right now. Um, really good. That was a really good round. Good entry. Good scaling. The sky is like, looks like it's melting blue. Sun is setting.
Rotate, 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 rotate. Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away.
Clams Casino. What is that? Type beak window. What is that? What? Yeah, this is literally what deaf people hear, bro.
880.
Honestly, that was a very good round by you. Good call to rotate too. Honestly, I think you're above this rank. To be honest, these guys
It's
cannot.
backside, backside.
These guys.
Backside.
Oh, he's sticking it. Oh, oh, he stuck it. Unlucky.
Mm.
All good. All good. So let's try to set up a plan here this round. Where should we go?
Cypher's starting to set up B. We should go away if he's there. We can just rotate to B.
Sure, like it.
Mm. Y'all can Cypher if y'all want to. Y'all can keep going to site. Just usually B. Probably gonna be spawn. Nice. GG.
Okay, GG's. Couple notes to go through. Okay, so break these notes down. Okay, so it's not gonna be like the last session where I wrote every round specifically. I just wrote general notes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Overall
that's
pros
fine.
and cons. So cons needs to take space more, especially when identifying they're always in a big pack, as in they're always together, right? They're not always spread out, defaulty. They're just like in this game, they were on their attack, our defense, they were literally always five. I think it was one round. Okay, maybe not one. It was like 1 to 3 rounds where somebody was mid, but 9 rounds they're always together, right? So you got to be able to pick this up quickly within 4 rounds. Be like, oh, yo, they're always together, and you start taking space because you didn't start taking space until I told you to. And obviously, the result was, it didn't go in our favor as in we won the round, but at least you can see the power in it. All right, we knew they're all stuck in main because you took that space. If you didn't take space mid, and you just rotated, we wouldn't know if they're mid, rotating back, whatnot. Right, so understand that taking space is information. Gathering information from taking space is pinpointing where they are. Knowing where they are is knowing what they can do. And then when you know what they can do, you can be ready for all the possibilities in the playbook. Okay, so kind of think about these things a little bit. Give me 1 second.
Mhm. Yeah.
Sorry, I was talking to my dad real quick. So, that's that. Okay, any questions on that note? Taking
Um,
space.
Not really. It's just more a fact that like uh, this is a thing that like like most of the time like for taking space, you already have like the spike down and whatnot. So like my thing is like so like most of the time we have numbers, so I like just play safe. Let
No, but what you have to
kind of give
understand,
one
what you
one.
what you have to understand is most of the time the bomb isn't down.
Yeah, like you just got site and you need to like the bomb is down, so you might take more space, so they it takes more time for the have more time for them to actually plan. Clear, get potentially kill one or get a trade.
Okay, but if three of your teammates are there, can't they do it?
I mean, like,
Can't they trade and kill people?
yeah, but like it's
So
since you're
then,
like the
if
host and
they
whatnot, it's easy for you.
if they can do it, then you gotta trust that they're gonna be able to protect site. Just how people trust you. So you gotta just trust that they're gonna hold it down while you're taking space. Obviously, there's gonna be times you take space and they all die on site. That's out of your control though. Okay, we gotta focus on what we
Yeah.
can control. Let's not be subjective by like, yeah, but like in my experience doesn't kind of work, so I kind of want to just go to side and just kind of trade people and fight there. Okay, like it's kind of like, bro, like just take the space because taking space is not a reactionary tool, a thing. It's a proactive thing. You're getting ahead of them. That's how I have to look at it. Rotating to the site and going to the site they're going is a reactionary thing. They start B, so I'm just gonna rotate B and stay back site. That's a reactionary thing you just did. You're just following them where they're going. Why not just being like, oh, they're gonna go B. I'm gonna go behind them, and if they choose to rotate, I'm there. I can cut off their rotations by killing them, or we take contact and then they kill me. Goes either way, obviously. But if they kill me, I have information they've rotated. No,
Hmm.
so that's how you have to look at it. It's not a negative. Taking space is not a negative. It's a positive. Just like I explained to you just now. If you take space, you gain information. With that information, you know where they are. With that information, when you know where they are, you know what they can do. They're going to commit on B or they're going to rotate back. That's it. That's the only options when you know five of them are stuck B main, right?
Yeah.
So understand that. You got to take, and you may not understand it now, but if you do become a high level player, you will understand why it's important. Because all high level players take space. Okay? Taking space is literally like, you know, it's how it is. It's just information. You're gathering knowledge in a way, info on what is going on the board in itself, as in the map, the game. Read and you'll be able to read the room a little bit better as well. Okay, so I'd like you to take space more. You're neon. It'll be a different story if you're like a cipher. Okay, but even then, I'll tell you to take space. But you're a Neon. You can take space even quicker. What does that mean? You can throw them off with timing even harder. Okay, so understand that a little bit. The
Mm.
next thing is but okay. Anyways, on that note, any more questions? Anything else you want to talk about? Taking space.
Um, None.
Okay. Okay. So that's that. We'll move on then. The next note is very self-explanatory. It's feed info specifically in detail. Obviously, I couldn't hear the audio, so I don't know what the hell's going on. But when you have a chance, and especially when there's nothing happening around you, for example, you walk down a main, right? There's nothing there. That's it. That's important. That information is super important. Why do you think that is?
It's an IMA that's the emitter B or
Right.
C
Right.
down right here.
Using the rule of thirds that I taught you. That's what it does. By us saying, yo, nothing ain't main, guys, automatically tells us they're mid or B. And it doesn't matter which combination you use it. As in, you walk down mid, walk down B main, doesn't matter. That helps identify where they are. And then when you can identify where they are, you can identify what they can do, what their possibilities are. Okay, and if you add another layer to that, you can know exactly what they'll do off what they've done prior, what they've like to do prior, stuff like that. You can add that layer into the thinking. But yeah, just gotta just feed info. Even if it's set me, even if it's already said, somebody already said two main, last two, I call it out again. Guys, they're still there, two main. I reconfirm with my team because the communication is tracking where they are. That's how you have to look at it. Us calling where they are is their positioning. So anytime time has passed by, you gotta reconfirm by telling them, asking, talking possibilities. Okay, so and that's why communication is very important and being specific and detailed. I know you're decent at it, but I want it elite. That's the standard I have of all my students. I want it elite. Talking, communicating, feeding info all the fucking time. Where teammates on your team are like, holy fuck, bro, your comms are so good. How are you this good? That's the type of player I want you to be. Okay? Any questions on this note?
Mm. No.
Okay, so that's that. I'll move on. The next note is be more aware and look at it as a mini map. You're pretty aware. This is a small note. Just be more aware of exactly pinpointing where they are on the mini map and then calling it out as combined, obviously. Okay, that's
Mm.
kind of what I know. Sometimes it's slacking. Most of the time it's pretty good, but there's some few times where like that time on A. I know I can't hear and you may have known, but you didn't show me you knew. By showing me you know, it
Yeah.
would have been you running it down on that last guy 5v1 because you know he's there, right? So, and I understand you didn't know, but still, this is kind of for future reference. So just look at the minimap more, gather information there as well, okay, and then process that information and use it against the enemies. The next note is entering is good, could work on scaling a bit better efficiently, clearing the site efficiently. So I think your entering is very good. You get on site first, but remember we talked about this last session too. I remember. I'm like scale, right? First section, second section. Got to work on your first and second section. You do first section really well, but then you kind of go not blank, but you don't put in that extra effort, that extra step to making sure all of site is clear. Okay, because there's sometimes on B you entered, great, you got a kill, great, but then like you didn't really like, fully clear it, like go into link and stuff like that, check around the corners, just running into spawn, right? You don't know, so I would like you to not only just entry, go in sight first, but make sure you're scaling efficiently, effectively, as in clearing the site to make sure, right? Move forward, progress. All right. So that's that. Any
Mm.
questions on this note?
No.
Okay, we'll move on then. The next note is make pre-round set plans with his identification protocol. We touched on this. I'll refresh your mind a little bit on what this is. Okay, to dumb it down, break it down, is to understand what are their tendencies and frequencies. What do they like to do? How do they do it? And how often? And which rate? Gotta think about this thing. This whole game, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think you were thinking about this too much. Okay, I had to kind of help you. I'm like, what can we take away? What's their style? What are they doing? Where do they like to go? Right, early on. You need to be tracking this by yourself all the time. Anytime anything has changed, you gotta be able to label that a change. Okay? Any questions on this note? Anything?
Mm, just trying to figure out how like to word it.
Sure, take your time.
Um, I was I don't know if I remembered it, I'll let you know. But
Sure.
at the current moment, no.
Right, but coming off that note, I would really like you to incorporate this in your game more. Okay? Yeah, you're not gonna get punished for it now, but you will, or eventually, because as you climb, as you get better, at least in PC, running it down, WASD, shooting people in the head, sliding around as Dion, not gonna work. You're gonna get destroyed. Even if you drop 35, you're gonna lose the game, and that's what's the most important. And this note is off not for you; it's for the team. That's how you have to look at it. Even the time you set up mid round calls, everybody's wandering off doing their own thing because there was no set plan. If you make a set plan start of the round, they will play together because that is what has been said to do as a team, right? Obviously, if they wander off after that point, once you tell the whole team what to do, that's on them. Doesn't matter at that point. It's out of your control. But I'm trying to help add some stuff to your arsenal where you don't hit a wall later on. You just add this to your game and you just start soaring through the ranks because you're so much better than everybody by thinking. And this is what I've
Mm,
told a lot of my students. This game is not about carrying with kills. You got to understand that. This game is about taking over the game with our mind. There's so many games, any VOD you can kind of look through. So many games with students where they're losing the game, they're struggling because they're not doing any of the stuff I taught them, and then I just help them. I said, "What can we take away?" As a whole. Oh, they're aggressive. They're walking it down on us. Individually, oh, this guy's doing this. This guy's doing that. Set up. Oh, they're here. They're here. This guy's playing here. This guy's Cypher's over here. The boom, 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 and they just start winning the game. They take over the game with identification and solution, identifying what's going on, what's their style, what they like to do, and the concepts we need to use at hands or the solutions at hands at whatever we've created it, brought up old solutions, whatever. Okay, and that's what is more important. I don't care if you're 5 and 30. If you used all these things I taught you, I'd be like, really good game. But if you're 35 and 10 and you don't do any of this, I'd be like, nah, you got a lot of kills. Yeah, mechanically you're good, but you're not really playing the game. You will that's this way of playing will only take you so far. That's what you need to understand. Okay, so that's what I like you to add into your game. Making plans off the identification. They're aggressive. Okay, we're gonna do this. They're passive. All right, we're gonna run it down. Guys are fast rotating. Okay, we're gonna run fakes. Right? You gotta develop this on your own. Obviously, I can give you some textbook answers, but still, you gotta really, really develop this into your own game. And it's one thing to know. I tell all my students this. Majority fall into this. If you want to separate yourself, don't just know. Do. Okay, you gotta apply to your day-to-day, round-to-round gaming. Okay. Pros ops really well. I think your opping was really, really good, really clean, really good job. Okay. If you're doing it well and it's of value, do it more. Op more. Okay, you're gonna just win so many games. I'll just use solo opping probably. All right. The next note: aim is clean. Can delete. I think you're a pretty delete type player. You delete well. Aim is really clean. Um, I think your mechanics are very good, but that's not the issue with your game. When I observe and think about your game, it's more the, and this is very common. Don't think it's special. It's very common for people to have real. This is the 90 percentile. This is the big chunk of Valorant players. They have really good mechanics, dog shit brain. Don't fall into that category because if you do, it's actually the harder side, the harder spectrum. The easier spectrum is having a big brain and no aim, no mechanical skills. That's the easy side. Don't fall into the trap of the hard side where now you got to focus on game sense. Take control of it now before you could be like, oh fuck, my game sense sucks. I have to work on it now. Now you're in a world of trouble because now you're in a higher elo and you're playing against a better player and you got to catch up. But if you work on it now, develop it, think about it, process these things, you'll become a really, really good player. Okay? Any questions?
um,
Anything you want to talk
not
about?
really.
Okay.
this is what's called the one thing that I would really say is that one round where you said that they were kind of running it down
Yep.
and I like gave it like a say like, oh well,
They
yeah, they're
weren't
running
running
it
it down.
down like
Yeah, yeah.
look, yeah, but like I like that was my first thought, but at the same time I realized usually when people like run it down and like maybe on the
I
side
was
you know
generalizing there. I didn't mean they're fully
yeah yeah, yeah I
like
didn't
running
either
it
I'm
into sight. What I meant was they were coming to be. They're committing. They choose B. They just go in. Whether that's fast or slow, they just commit. They're running it down a little
yeah
bit.
yeah
That's what I
yeah
meant. Not like fully like rushing you guys down. That's not what I meant. I just meant they're just committing to where they go. So if they start A, they just win A. If they start B, they just go down B. If they started mid, which they did it, they would go down. That's kind of all I meant in terms of they're running it down, as in commitment. But yeah, I should have worded it a little bit better. I should have just said, yeah, they're just kind of committing to wherever they start. That's how I should have said it. But yeah. Anyways, coming to that note,
yeah
yeah, that
the
round, yep. Sorry.
I was gonna say like the yeah, but like how you were saying, like that's like one of the things I would say I would say that I wouldn't say planning, but like when like figuring out what the enemy's doing, stuff like that. Like they're like doing stuff that let's say running it down, but like kind of like not really all the way going through, just like trying to figure out like stuff like that. Like there was this one game like on that I had on Lotus,
Okay.
like every single time they were like going like they would go to a site either rotate come like run in and just they like do a bunch of stuff and I just was trying to like trying to like apply and like think like what are they doing how are they doing like and I've been trying
Mhm.
to like track how to
Yep.
use
Yep.
utility see
Mhm.
if they're like actually I would say like that game was a bit easy because they weren't really
Yeah.
do anything like kind of crazy
Crazy.
just
Yeah.
more intricate stuff is just that's where it's like starts to like
Right.
where my like planning how you were talking about like starts to crumble.
Yeah. And what you have to understand and what you just said was like, you're like, well, this game was easy. Yeah. A lot of games most of the time are very easy to read. But what I'm trying to help all my students and you specifically as well is that if you master this protocol, right? You will be able to identify when the game is hard. As in, you don't know what the fuck they're doing. You're going to be able to pinpoint what they're doing. It's a map hacking skill. That's how you have to look at it. Not actual physical mental map hack. As in, you could cheat and see the whole map. But you can mentally map hack. You can mentally image. You can mentally see. You can mentally anticipate. You can know without seeing. It's very scary. Okay, and if you watch a lot of my VODs, I do it all the time. I'm like, he's coming here, and then my student, and then that guy comes there. I'm like, he's going there, and he goes there. He's here, and he's there. How do I know that? It's through identification and this protocol, this skill set that I teach. Okay, I wouldn't teach if it was important. I would like you to kind of take that in a little bit. Don't just do it when it's easy. You gotta do this all the time. And I know it sounds very tiring. You're like, what the fuck? Why do I gotta think so much? I'm sorry. That's how the game goes. That's how high level gaming goes. It's a chess game. It's not checkers. Just go over this piece. Oh, gotta go one square over. You gotta think 20 steps ahead. Okay, if you puts the pawn here, I gotta go do this. Okay, the knight's going down. Okay, queen's over here. Gotta sacrifice my queen. It's chess. Playing high level gaming is the same thing as playing chess at a high level or even at a basic level. You must be steps ahead and have a read on your opponent. That's really, really important. Okay, and this is that what this checklist, this protocol will do. It'll help you identify not only how they play as a team as a whole, but individually who they are. And I've been saying this example every session in the last week. Okay, and it's a very good session. A very good example. I'll give it to you. If we had a friend, right, and we knew everything about him, what he likes to do, what his life, his job, his personal life, how he thinks, how he is as a person. If we knew every little small intricate detail of his mind, what could we do to that friend?
Basically predict what they're gonna do next.
Sure. What the answer I usually get when I said these examples was manipulate him. We can literally make him do whatever we want, right? If we know who he is as a person, we can control him in some way. We can make him jump off a building somehow with manipulation because we know how he thinks. And so I'm not saying do that to people. That's very dangerous to do when you can identify how they are like the back of your hand and then manipulate them. Obviously that's a skill as well. But what I want you to do is transfer over that thing to Valorant where you now know how the enemy think no is. Think about that a little bit. If that friend we know 100% his mind, who he is, how he acts, how he thinks, okay, what he likes, stuff like that, and we could literally make him jump off a building. Think about our enemies. If we can make if we know exactly how the enemy plays individually, what they like to do, how they do it, what their tendencies is, what the frequency is, what can we do to that guy? We can manipulate him as well. Not physically, but we can manipulate him mentally, as in making him move where we want him to move, outplaying him, knowing where he is, stuff like that. Okay, and so this is what you need to start thinking about, because this is you're at that level where this is what is needed to be maintain the next level, which is immortal. Okay, you're in the mid high levels right now. I like to call it high diamond, low ascendant. Okay, but if you really want to be a true high level player, you gotta know what the enemy is like. You gotta get in the mind of the enemy. It sounds very complicated, but it's very simple. If you know who he is and what his habits are and what he likes to do, you'll be able to manipulate him in some shape or form in the game of Valorant. Okay? And think about it this way. If we know how all five of them are 100%, what can we do?
Um,
We can manipulate the
basically, just
whole team,
yeah.
right? We're not just manipulating one out of five. Now we're manipulating five people. Think about that. Now we can control how the whole enemy team are moving, doing, seeing, feeling, thinking. It's all about selling a story and adding that as well. Okay? So and this is what this protocol will teach you as you get better at it, as you master it. You'll not only know how they play as a whole, just generally, up they're aggressive, they're passive, up they run it down. You'll know specifically what they do. Guys, they're a fast rotating team. This guy plays here, this guy plays here, this guy plays here, this guy plays here. This is what they always do. And then your team just plays accordingly. Hallelujah. You guys win the rounds all the time. This is what this skill will do. And I'll be honest, a lot of students, and I'm sure a lot of people are like, oh, what is this guy talking about? But this is what people do. High level people think about, whether that's actively or subconsciously, as in they don't actually know how to put into words and they just do it. Everybody does it. You know how I know that? Because when I was in Immortal 3, I did it without thinking about it. I didn't even know how to put these things into words. I just did it subconsciously. Now I think about it actively. But you got to get to that point. But it's really important that you develop this skill. It's a skill. It's not genetics. Okay, I never had it. I built it myself through experience, playing a lot. Okay, trying to get better, thinking about things more critically. Um, so just understand it's a tool as well as a skill. But if you master this, it will really, really help you start taking over games, especially the hard games, with our mind instead of aim. Okay, so yeah. Any more questions? Any more things you want to talk about?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay. So, if I were to sum up this session, bro, your mechanics is not a problem. It's really not. It's really the smaller detail stuff that a lot of people don't think about. You're in the general population right now, and I'm not saying general skill level. I'm just saying thought process. You're thinking like a noob at the average person. Think higher than them. Get above them. Think 20 steps above the average person. Okay, and once you develop this, it's not only a Valorant skill, it's a life skill. You're going to be able to know how to handle people and talk to people and maintain and manage people very well and know the tricks they're playing on you when they're lying and stuff like that. Okay, off you identifying, wait, this guy's a liar. Every time he says something, it's not accurate. This guy's just talking shit. You'll know who people are. And this is a life skill. It's not just a Valorant thing. This is where I got it from. It's from life. It's not from this identification protocol is really from life. It's not from just gaming. It's involved with everything. And I've told you this, I've told this to students too. I never made this protocol. I just labeled it. It's been around for thousands of years. And think about it. It's objective in terms of ancient kingdoms. They got to know the threats around them. They had to know if this other kingdom was going to kill them or not. They had to weigh the risks and rewards and identify if they're violent, not violent, whatever. What should we do? What's our course of action? Okay, maybe we got to do this. Maybe we got to be ready. Maybe we don't need to be ready. Okay, this line of thinking has been around for a long. It's very primitive. It's been around for a long time. Okay, in terms of human nature. So that's that. That's all I really like you to focus on is being more aware, being specific and detailed in our communication. Scale better. Entering is really good. Scale, clear the site, and then tell the team the site's clear. And I know it might be annoying for you, but do it because that's what high level people do. They're consistent with all the small details. They do it all the time. No question asked, no ifs or buts. They don't care about their feelings. They do it because they know it's right play. Okay, so I like you to think about that to scale better, and then also take space. You're too scared to walk down. You died anyways a lot of the times, and I'll ask you, what are the chances we die in a round? In any given round, what are the chances we die? Is it low or high?
Right.
It's fucking high. You're gonna die all the time. You might as well go die with guns blazing. You taking space, gaining information, knowing they're rotating to you. You kill one, you die, or you kill three and you win the round automatically. Okay, so take space as well, and then also work on the pre-round plays, set plans. Okay, and then have a hidden layer where you set a plan and you've identified it's not going to work. Pivot. Don't just stick with it. Change it. And that's why you've heard, I'm sure you've heard where they say, cancel, cancel, guys, cancel the plans. That's what it means. Cancel, cancel, cancel. We say that a lot on PC. I don't know about console, but on PC we always go, cancel, guys, cancel. It means we've canceled the plan we've already set. We're pivoting, we're audibling. Okay, like football. So that's that. Okay, I'll send you these notes. Overall, I think you are a very decent player for console. I think your aim is really good, but that's not what I'm worried about. Gotta work on the mental side of it, my friend. Okay. Any more questions?
Yep.
Anything else you want to talk about?
If I do think of something, that I definitely will let you know about.
Yeah. Let me know. Okay. And obviously I can't really help you with mechanical stuff because it's controller. I actually don't even know how I would help you
Yeah.
in terms of the aim training, but obviously just are there DMs in console death matches?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that's what I recommend is if you have the time, and from what I remember, you have a lot of time, right?
Hmm.
Yep. So if you have a lot of time, you should be doing 10 DMs a day on console. That's what I expect all my students to do on PC. So you should be doing that same thing. Stay in the range and stuff like that. But yeah, overall, man, I think you could really, really improve a lot if you just focus on the game sense. Because you got the mechanical sides down, movement, shooting, easy. Get the brain work down. Okay, identifying. Okay, and I'll tell you the 4 steps. Identify. Okay, this whole protocol is in 4 steps. So identify, first step, how they play as a team, as a whole. Are they aggressive, passive, fast rotating, not rotating quickly, whatever. Then the second part to the first step is individually. Wait, this guy's lurking all the time. This guy's a rat. This guy's not a rat. This guy's always anchored. This guy's always here. Cypher's always here. There's this guy's going back and forth sides every other round. Whatever. Identify individually. And then step 2 is to process that information. What does it mean if all the duelists on this side? Wait, they don't have mollies. They only have flashes. 2 duelists. No stall utility to stall a rush. Whatever. This side's weak. This side's strong. Whatever. Think about that information you've gathered. And then step 3 is to um, adjust, find solution, use old solutions, use the concepts at hand as like contacting, defaulting, fakes, rehits, execution as in running it down or rush, lurking, inserting lurks, stuff like that is very important as well. And also you can combine these things together too. It's you can be very creative. All right, and then the 4th step is to apply. Is to make sure that you make the plans of what you've all those other steps and then it's gonna work. You lead it up into the round in the game mid round. It leads up into the mid round. Okay? So understand that a little bit. Use this tool. It's a tool and a skill set. And once you get better and use it, even if you get it wrong, that's what I want. Get it wrong. Okay, you're gonna improve by getting it wrong. That's how I got it better. Back in the day, I used to make bad calls all the time, bad plans all the time. But that's what's made me to now where I'm 80%, 90% of my calls are always right. Because I learned out of those moments in time. It's about getting it wrong, getting out of your comfort zone a little bit. Okay, so focus on that a bit as well. All right, that's that though. Overall, really good session. Bro, you played really well that game. Opping, deleting, just the game sense stuff. I want you, the small details, I want you to pick up on. All right. I think you're too locked in a little bit.
Oh, what? Oh, my fault.
No, you're good. You're good. But that's that. Okay, that's the session. So I'll send you these notes. Focus on these notes and not just know, soak it in. Use
Yep.
it. Apply it. Right? It's like if they teach you how to add and subtract and multiply and divide. Don't just know how to do it. You got to use it to your day to day. Right? That way you'll increase that skill and get faster at it. Okay? So that's
Yep.
that, bro. Good luck on your games. I'll let you go. I know you're gonna grind and stuff. And again, you know, just focus on this stuff. All right. Good job today, bro. Really good job. Any more
Thank
questions
you, man.
before you go?
I do, and not even game related. More like when would be the next time I'll be able to like
Yeah, we
would
could
be
do it.
like the best time for another session.
What days work for you?
Um, I have to get my schedule since I just got a job recently, but like I'm free for the next until Friday. Then also after that, I have to see what my schedule is looking like.
Sure. If you want, we can do Friday. Uh, if you don't know, you can just let me know throughout this
Uh,
week.
I know what like my times and whatnot. Like what time Friday?
What time frames work? You're saying you're asking?
Yeah, for Friday, for Friday.
So I have any time before 7 p.m. EST, or I have after 11:30 PST. EST, sorry. You're EST, right?
Um,
Or I have Thursday open or
Probably
Saturday. Anytime
Wednesday,
before
Thursday.
6 or after 8 p.m. I have one student on Saturday. Or we can just do
So like
same day, like Sunday, same time, if that works for you. The 25th.
I think you said Thursday, like this
Thursday?
Thursday.
Yeah, let's do Thursday. Let's do
It
Thursday.
doesn't. Anytime's good. Yeah, I'm off
You
Thursday.
you want to do 9:30? So let's do 7. Does that work?
Yes, like seven, just straight 7, not
Yes,
7:30
7 p.m.
or
7 p.m.
okay,
EST.
okay. All right, cool. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, so that's that. Um, Next session we'll play more games. We'll do probably like 2 to 3 games. We'll see how long it takes, but yeah, we'll
That's
we'll
cool.
we'll do more games and we'll break them down too. Like just we did this game. We'll write notes and then we'll
Mhm.
break them down and what your pros and cons are. And I'll be like focus on this for next week and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, that's that. Today I thought it was gonna be a VOD. I thought you were gonna come up with a VOD. That's why, but it's fine. I watched you play. I think it was really good to watch you play live as well. See how you really play, and you honestly play the same way you did in that VOD. In terms of overall mechanics, a little bit even the same way with the mental stuff. You're not scaling well, you're not taking space. But these are the stuff I would like you to focus on. Okay, so I'll see you on Thursday, 7 p.m. EST. Okay, my friend.
Yep.
All right. Good luck on your games. Okay, so right now you're Diamond 3, right? So I'll set
Yep.
small goals for you. I know it's only a couple of days, but I would like you to. I set all my small goals to students that kind of see me frequently. So I would like you to be at least Ascendant 1. Okay, I should. That's probably a little too easy. Yeah, actually, okay, I'll do that. We'll go with Ascendant 1 minimum by next session. Okay.
All right.
So try your best. I know you're already there. I'll even make it a little bit harder. We'll go Ascendant 150R, so it's a full 100R. But even then, I think that's a little bit too easy. Maybe we should do Ascendant 2 because you're already there. But try your best. Ascendant will be a B minus. Okay. Ascendant 2 will be a A plus plus plus. That means like you exceeded my expectation. I'm like, wow, really good job this week. Okay, so that's that. So you
Yep.
got 3 days. So try your best, play a lot, grind, stuff like that. I'll see you on Thursday, 7 p.m. EST. All right. Focus on these notes for this whole week as well. Don't let it slip. Don't forget about them. Right. Soak it in a little bit.
Mhm.
Apply it. Integrate it into your arsenal. All right. Overall, good session, bro. You play really well, man, for console. You shocked me, honestly. When you were upping, I was like, fuck, bro. This guy's like fucking playing like a PC player. But that's that. All right. Good session today, bro. Take care, all right? Good
Yep.
luck on your games. I'll see you on Thursday, brother.
Yep.
Any questions you have throughout the week, let me know. Okay, I'm here for that for a reason.
Yep.
Okay,
We'll
spam
definitely message you
questions.
about
Okay.
everything.
All right. I'll see you around, man. Good job today.